The time is 8:25 p.m. Good evening. News headline: Why did Uzodinma decide to reject the agreement of Southern governors after he met Buhari? The news info. Chuks Owen writes, the September 1st deadline, which the Southern governors agreed on to pass a law in their various states to ban open grazing is fast approaching, and it appears that Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo is not doing anything about it. A report from This Day Live newspaper has it that Hope Uzodinma has become the first Southern governor to go against the agreement reached by the 17 Southern governors of Nigeria after he met Buhari. The question is, why did Governor Hope Uzodinma decide to reject the agreement of the Southern governors after he met Buhari in Abuja? Could it be that the governor had a rethink and realized that such a decision will not be in the interest of Imo State, which he governs? Chuks noted that he is not against the decision of Uzodinma to go against this decision he reached with his Southern colleagues, and his plans to regulate grazing activities in Imo via the collaboration between herdsmen and farmers. But he should have made it known to them at their Asaba and Lagos meeting so that the other 16 Southern governors would know that he is not in support of the ban on open grazing in the South. Could it be that he realized the need to go against such an agreement after he met Buhari in Abuja? The truth is that ban on open grazing is the solution to herders and the farmers' clashes in southern Nigeria, which has led to the loss of lives and properties. Ranching is the way to go, and the southern governors acknowledge that. States like Ogun, Rivers, Abia, Ondo, Oyo, and Ekiti are making efforts to meet that September 1st deadline. I do not blame Uzodinma because he is the chief security officer of Imo State and knows what is best for Imo State. But I wonder how the other 16 governors will feel hearing that the Imo governor has no plans to ban open grazing in his state as he agreed with them at their Lagos meeting. The time is 8:35 p.m. The analysis. So after a meeting held by 17 Southern governors on a ban on the open grazing by the Fulani herdsmen, Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, the governor, has actually set back and break from the Southern governors' agreement on the anti-open grazing of the Fulani herdsmen. With just 6 days to the September 1st, 2021 target set by the 17 Southern governors for states in the region to enact anti-open grazing legislation, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State has become the first governor from the region to go against the agreement reached with his colleagues. The governor yesterday declared that there is no law forbidding open grazing by cattle rearers in his own state. Uzodinma, who spoke with newsmen yesterday after meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the State House, Abuja, argued that though there is presently no anti-grazing law in the state, his government was trying to regulate grazing activities through collaboration between the farmers and herders. The 17 governors of the southern states had in a meeting held in Lagos sometimes in July 5, 2021, urged the states in the region to ensure that the legislation against open grazing of the cattle was put in place on or before September 1st. And following the governor's resolution, Delta, Osun, Ondo, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, and Enugu state government had moved to enact the anti-open grazing laws. But before the resolutions of the governors, the anti-open grazing law was already operational in states like Ogun, Ogun, Abia, Oyo, Ekiti, and Ebonyi states. But in sharp contrast with the agreement reached by the southern governors, Hope Uzodinma of Imo State said, "I don't have any law in Imo for anti-grazing, but what we have done is that we are regulating the grazing activities in Imo State under a partnership between our farmers and herders. They have a signed memorandum of understanding in my office and agreed to work together, and both parties are going about their businesses without interfering or causing any grievance or anger at each other." And the writer was amazed that he is actually not against the Imo State governor's decision because he is the chief security officer of Imo State, but he is more concerned about the reactions of the other governors, of which they have agreed together at the last meeting they had. He said Hope Uzodinma should have made it clear to other southern governors at the meeting that he would not be able to agree or follow up or consent to the anti-grazing law, rather than doing that after he met with President Muhammadu Buhari. And the question is, why was it after the meeting with the President Muhammadu Buhari that he made this known to the public? He also said that the recent sit-at-home order given by the independent people of Biafra, IPOB, was not carried out in his own state, saying people went about their normal businesses. He disclosed that the Igbo people are now ready to play national politics by belonging to the party at the center. He said that this will play out with the forthcoming gubernatorial election in Anambra State. Commenting on the sit-at-home order, he said, "To the extent of what I know on the sit-at-home order, even the people on their own called off the sit-at-home order in Imo State. It is not being observed. People are doing their businesses. Most people in Imo are businessmen and women who depend on their daily activities and income to feed their families, so they cannot afford to sit at home idle and allow hunger to ravage the state." Uzodinma actually stated that there is only one government in the state headed by him, and at no time did he speak people not to go about their businesses. And according to him, I know in Imo State there is only one governor, and the only governor that can order, working with other members of the government, that people should sit at home and it will be obeyed. I don't want to sit here and recognize that there is any other outside the government of Imo State because there is a government. He noted that the IPOB is not a government in Imo State, and Imo State government has not authorized anything at all. Workers are going to work and normal business activities are ongoing. And for now, I told you that Imo State is relatively calm. This was said by Hope Uzodinma.